Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here with a review of S.H.Figuarts Pikachu from Pokemon. I don't know why I said Pokemon like that, but yes, another Figuarts Pokemon release. It's been quite a while since the last one, or at least since I last remember reviewing one, but they are still happening. So with Pikachu here, the most popular, at least the most recognizable Pokemon. Let's just block the figure right out. But just quick look at the packaging. It's just small little squarish packaging. It's probably more of a rectangle. But you have a nice shot of Pikachu right here with all the color wiped out of him because it's gone over the box and it's all yellow and Pokeball-y. And then that is a choice. I sort of get it, but like he's all grayed out there too. The little silhouette there, numbers, name. Oh, there's numbers here, and the continuation of his tail. Most exciting part. And then on the back, just showed you some poses you can do him with. Do them in or whatever, like usual with Figuarts boxes, and then it shows you a little shot of basically the Kanto collection by Figuarts. No, you know, Blastoise, Charizard, Venusaur, Mewtwo. Obviously, there was also Mega Blaziken and Lucario. I think that's all of them that I recall. But anyway, so this is a very interesting release, and it's going to be a very interesting review to say the least in terms of me coming to the conclusion of some sort of opinion / recommendation. I said opinion really funny. Okay, so other than himself, Pikachu comes with 4 other things, which, well, technically 3 if you want to count a set of hands. So first off, let's just talk about the switchable faces, because yes. So as you can see on him, we have a smiley happy Pikachu face, and he also comes with a smiley happy closed Pikachu face. So there's that. That's actually kind of creepy just holding it there like that. And then you have a mischievous and angry, probably doing a Thunderbolt to Team Rocket Pikachu face. That's the one I'm going to be switching out to show it off. Very simple. Now, for the other accessory, I have to draw attention to what is quite possibly the most adorable switched out hands I've ever seen in a figure art. Right here. Tiny, closed fist Pikachu hands. I find this hilarious on so many levels because, well, I can't recall Pikachu making a fist in the show. Like, he's just kind of got these little cartoony hands with 4 little, like, jagged edges. And so that's what I'm used to, and that's what the switch out hands are. Spoiler alert. So I really didn't need any other swappable hands, and it's funny because having reviewed Figuarts for so long, or even if you just collect them, you know that the Figuarts, like almost always, I can't think of a situation that actually didn't come with a closed fist hand. It's just like the default. And the fact that he comes with them is hilarious because of like the tradition of it, and adorable because he's like, I'm gonna get you. That's how Pikachu talks, but it's just hilarious to me. So yeah, I thought that was really funny. Let me bring them out here because I'm going to swap them out here in a moment. But here are the switched out, blurry, just sort of regular hands, which are kind of like what I was talking about in the show. The little jagged edges. Maybe it's not 4, but it's more. But hey, that rhymed. But yeah, that's just really funny. Okay, so Pikachu here. Detail-wise is a weird thing to talk about because Pikachu is just basically a handful of colors, and they captured it pretty well. The color vibrancy looks good. It looks accurate to the show. They did a good job of capturing it. Now, articulation-wise, which is also funny, obviously you can see here his head moves. It can do all the way around creepy Pikachu stuff, so that it can also move up and down a little bit. His ears are also articulated, so you can move them around, so you can get like sad Pikachu with a happy face, very mixed emotions, fully up ears, one up, one sideways, so that's kind of nice. Now for the arms here, you can sort of move them side to side on this little slider type joint here, and you can move them ever so much, like up and down, and then you can move his little fists around. So unless I'm just not pressing hard enough, or am an idiot, or both, or probably everything, you can't really move his arms out, which seems weird because I don't recall Pikachu not being able to move his arms out greater than this width, which is kind of obnoxious. Yeah. And then here he's got these little ball joints on his feet that just kind of move around, and you can get a little bit different stuff, as you saw at the beginning. I had him sitting down. You can't have him like running on all 4s like if he was doing a vault tackle or something, but it does look a little odd because you can't put his head up all the way. You can't even see that there, but it's just, I don't know. You can do it, it's just kind of weird. And then you have the little joint here on his tail, so you get a pretty solid range of motion on his tail for whatever personality you want to give him, or when he's sitting, that will be used as a sort of stabilizer. Anyway, to switch things out, stuff's very simple for the face. You just kind of yank it off and snap it on, and because of how large his face is, it's honestly probably the easiest like swappable face I've ever had to do for any sort of figure art. So yeah, Neat. I'm going to keep the other one on it because, yes, that's my reasoning for everything apparently now. And by everything, I mean two things I said. Okay, so let's put it back on there. And then the fists are also pretty easy. Just yank them out of there, and I'll set them aside. And I'm going to keep the regular ones on personally, as adorable as the, whoops, wrong one, little fists are. Gotta keep this stuff accurate. I am a Pikachu hand purist. But anyway, that's really about it. Like, this is a very odd one for me because I actually quite like this figure. It has a lot of personality and it's pretty unique. And like little stuff like the little fists and this that are just funny for like an inside joke, basically. And you know, the swappable hands and stuff, or hands, faces are fun. And it's just kind of a fun, unique little figure to have that I kind of like, but it's also very odd because a lot of the Pokemon figures that are sort of more oddly shaped make funny figure arts because they have to have articulation, and you can so obviously tell it has articulation. And there's little things like, I don't know why the arms don't move out. So like that's kind of a negative point for sure. Just it's a small thing that I can get him in some happy poses, like he'd be ready to get you a hug. So I don't know, like I said, this is a very strange review to recommend because I think it's a little bit of a clunky figure, but I also kind of dig it. So what I can say is that if you like what you see here, then I can recommend it because I think it's a funny, fun little figure to have. But in terms of design, it's sort of one of the weaker Pokemon figures. Like I said, I say that with a question mark. This entire review's, any sort of opinion or recommendation has a question mark on the end of it because I don't hate this thing. I think that there's some weird design things behind it. But I kind of love it. It's almost like he's so adorable I can't not recommend him. I don't know. It's very confusing, and this review probably hasn't helped you, but I think I'm just going to go because if I ramble on any longer, it's just going to make it worse. But anyway, until next time, make sure you check out the Crazy Podcast at writersrangerambles.com, and of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, Dawson Ryder, signing out.